Hi, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. This week's topic is about statin drugs and your cholesterol levels. I'll quickly go over some reviews, facts, and important health warnings. Now, to get started, what is a statin drug? Now, these are a class of drugs that are prescribed for lowering cholesterol levels, and they work by inhibiting an enzyme called HMG-CoA reductase. Now, this plays a role in the production of cholesterol in your liver. Now, these drugs are effective because up to 80% of your cholesterol is first formed in the liver, so that's one big reason to make sure you always try to keep your liver healthy and clean. Now, the most popular brands of statin drugs are Lipitor, Crestor, and Zocor. Now, most of the statin drugs work similarly with a slight change in the formula for patented reasons. And as far as which is the best, which should you take, this usually depends on how your body reacts due to your genetics. So you won't know until you first try a specific brand and then see how you feel after a few weeks. Now, the good news is that these drugs do lower cholesterol levels, and it can do so by a very large amount, especially when taken in high dosages. In fact, statins are originally designed to be used primarily by people who had very high cholesterol levels, at least 350 or over 400 milligrams per deciliter. Unfortunately, these days statin drugs are prescribed to almost anyone that's even over 200. Now, the bad news is that these drugs are known for numerous short and long-term negative side effects, such as liver disease and damage. This is a big one. Weakening and the damage and destroying of muscle cells, short and long-term memory loss, suppression of your immune system, eye damage and increase in cataracts. They're linked to different forms of cancer. They increase type 2 diabetes. They increase in blood pressure, renal failure, also arthritis and bone pain. So, the problem is that this is for real. These side effects are clinically documented side effects, and none of them can really be prevented even if you lower the dose. But one thing to keep in mind is that if you use very high dosages of CoQ10, coenzyme Q10, roughly around 200 to 400 milligrams daily, it may reduce some of the muscular side effects associated with these statin drugs. Now, even though statins are the #1 prescribed drugs in the world, that doesn't mean that you should consider them. Certainly not as your first option for your total and complete heart health. The sad part is that statins do nothing for improving triglycerides and homocysteine levels, both of which are important for heart disease prevention. Now, with all said and done, what is the best and safest solution? I'll be honest with you, there is no one single solution that'll fix everything for every single person. For example, prescription drugs. They're very powerful, but they have lots of negative side effects and should only be used as a last resort after you've tried natural methods first. Lifestyle, such as diet and exercise, they can certainly make an improvement, but you need to know which is the best type of diet to follow when it comes to your heart health. And then we have supplements, herbs, and vitamins. These can make dramatic improvements and are generally safe, but you must know which ones to take and which to avoid. Remember, your goal should be total heart health for both long-term safety and effectiveness. Now, the good news is that science has discovered about 9 specific herbs and 4 vitamins that have been clinically proven to help improve your entire lipid profile. And this includes cholesterol, your HDL, LDL ratios, triglycerides, and homocysteine levels. Additionally, the newest research has shown that with some very minor and simple changes in your lifestyle and the foods you eat, combined with these specific herbs and vitamins, you can quickly and easily lower your cholesterol by 30 points in only 30 days, or even more, naturally without drugs. Now, there just isn't enough room to go over the details in today's presentation, but I put together a special report and video that goes over all of this. It's called the Cholesterol Fix Formula, and the information has been utilized by over 1.1 million people around the world during the past 12 years to permanently help create healthy cholesterol levels without drugs or restrictive diets. I've had to become a bit of an expert about this subject because I had to deal with cholesterol and heart disease with both my parents over a decade ago. So we tried everything, prescription drugs, different diets, dozens of natural ingredients, before I finally discovered that perfect cholesterol fix formula. So go ahead and on this page, go ahead and claim your free report, and you'll get instant access to the video and the report. You can download instructions. Go ahead and do that right now while it's fresh on your mind.